Yeah, I mean, obviously it's exciting times. It's been a long summer, long fall to get to this point. We've been working really hard and really excited for the season to get here because we think we got some really good guys on the team this year, and we've been gelling really well, and just really excited.
Yeah, I think like you said, a bunch of new guys, and that's kind of practice has definitely been more competitive than last year. I think that makes everyone bring their game up to a level that helps us.
What's the biggest change on the competitive side, but like getting to know these guys, what you guys been doing, and just overall thoughts on some of the new guys?
Yeah, I think hanging out like off the court's a big thing because there's one thing being on the court, and I mean everyone knows how to play basketball, but getting to know each other off the court, and whether it's just something as like how someone likes to be talked to on the court, because people respond to different things. Some people like criticism, some people like you lift them up. So just figuring out ways different guys respond has been important for us.
Yeah, I think obviously for me, it hits a little different with me being a newcomer last year. So I have I like know their perspective kind of. So it's been nice. Obviously, me being here for a year and not being the new guy, but just knowing this program and knowing how we run things and what the standard is, being able to just show those new guys what it is. And just letting them know that we're here for a bigger goal, and that's playing through Christ. And but obviously we want to win a lot of games. So just getting them on that mindset, and the coaches did a really good job in getting the kind of guys that we love in this program. And it's been just a seamless transition, just working them into the program.
What are some of those qualities that you've seen from those new guys that they bring to this team? I know it's still early, but.
Yeah, I think talent-wise, like Zach kind of mentioned it earlier, we brought in really good players, man. We're longer, we're lengthier this year, and that was a big emphasis, I think, going into this year with Conference USA. It was a big jump from the ASUN. I know I didn't play in the ASUN, but I heard from like Zach and Colin and KR what they said. It was just the athleticism and the length. So that was a big emphasis coming into this year. And we got some athletic guys on the team this year, so it'll be really exciting to see.
You talk about the competitiveness in practice so far. Is it guys know that hey, we got to go earn some playing time here this year? Do you sense that there's some of that going on now?
Yeah, definitely. I think last year was more of this time. Last year people kind of knew who might be playing, like the projected kind of lineup, but this year it's all up for grabs, and so that just makes coaches looking at everything, watching film from every day. So every day is that important. Everyone's trying to get on the court and play. So whether it's a shooting drill to when we play 5-on-5, like every drill, everyone's going at it because they're trying to play.
Zach, for you, some of this length in here that Kaden was just talking about, has it been more challenging for you now? Some guys, more your size, your speed?
Yeah, definitely. I think not being able to bully my way into the paint every time and be more realistic when we play teams like Louisiana Tech and bigger teams in our conference. We'll definitely be more prepared for size and length, being able to go against it every day.
Last time we heard from Coach, they talked about you guys are leaders on this team, so the sacrificial disposition you guys are going to have to kind of get these guys up to speed with the program and kind of the basics. Do you feel the weight of that, and what does that look like for you guys, I guess, in the first week of practice and kind of through the offseason as well?
No, I don't think we feel the weight. I think it's just what we got to do. And it helps that we get here in June. Like we have a long time to prepare and a long time to learn the ways. I know this week is the first week of official practices, but it started back in June, and that's really been tremendous for the new guys. And I know it helped for me last year coming in learning this new system, and it was awesome. Just from like I said earlier, from my perspective. Knowing the questions I had last year, being able to answer those now this year for the new guys has been really nice. And they've what was good about the new guys is they've asked a lot of questions. Like they've been open to learning the system, and they've been tremendous at it. Now there's still ways to go. That's why it's the first week of official practices, but we're excited to really go at it starting this week.
Yeah, and obviously Kyle was a big leader on our team last year, so him leaving that. There's some leadership roles to fill, and I think early on this summer, Kaden and I were trying to figure out like how to lead because his voice was so evident and loud but once we figured out that we don't have to lead in the same way he did, there's different ways to lead, and I think leading by example of your daily habits, disciplines, and how you carry yourself on and off the court has been a learning curve, and I think we've taken up the challenge. And when you're doing the things off the court and on the court, your disciplines, it's easier for people to listen to you. If your work doesn't match up to your words, it doesn't really mean anything. And so really taking that seriously has helped our leadership.
You know, Kyle did a lot of things on the court for this team last year too, right? The last 4 years. I mean, he could be an assist machine if he needed to. He could take over and score. He could shoot the three. With the new guys in here, who have been some of the guys that have kind of taken on some of the things that he's left behind?
I think it's just everyone has their superpower and however they play. That's what got them here. Whether it's guys can really shoot it, guys can put it on the floor, and so I think I don't want to say anyone specific, but everyone's just risen their level of play to a certain level where I don't think we're going to see a dip from our team from last year.
In college basketball and college football too, a lot of times if players don't fit or the results don't happen, there's the concept of running players off. Y'all are both back. It seems like that's not something that Coach McKay has done. What can you share about conversations you had with him during the offseason and the comfort level that you guys both fit into the plans for this season's team?
Yeah, I think obviously me being a transfer into the program, this place is different. This place is special. This last year's team was one of the most connected teams I've ever been on. I think as a result, I mean, it shows on the court just the joy that we play with one another and the trust that we have with one another. And that's just because we're playing knowing that we're brothers in Christ, and that's what makes this place different and this place special. So going into this year, I had no plans on leaving. This place is special, and I think with the guys that we got coming in this year, it shows how special this place is because guys want to be here, guys want to come here, and I think it'll really show on the court once again this year that we're connected and we love each other and we're brothers in Christ, and this place is special.
This team looks so different. I feel like a lot of other CUSA teams are going to look different. It's just kind of the nature of college ball these days. Do you guys know much about some of the CUSA teams? Are you just focused on yourselves? Is that too far down the road? What do you guys know about?
We haven't had too much conversation about the other teams. I mean, I was messing around with JC the other day and looking at their rosters, and it looks completely different. And so when the time comes, we'll get to scouting and looking at them. But I think that's what makes it fun, new guys to compete with in the league, and just talent coming from all different places, high majors, low majors, Division II, JUCOs, a bunch of different guys trying to compete for one goal to make it to March Madness and compete for championship. And so I think right now we've just been focused on getting our things together.
For both of you, where are you at right now, kind of along those lines as players, older players, you kind of know your bodies, you know what you need. Where are you at right now in terms of preparing for the season, physically, mentally? What are you trying to get done during these first couple of weeks?
We've been lifting hard all summer, so finally, as practices start, obviously your load on the court picks up, practicing for longer times, and lifting kind of goes down. So right now we're implementing a lot of plays, a lot of defensive schemes and all that, and so really focusing on, taking care of your body is a big thing, but right now we're working hard, so it's go time right now.
Yeah, I think obviously this being fourth, fifth year in college, you understand the toll that it takes on your body, and you understand what you got to do to be ready on any given day to just perform at your highest. And like Zach said, this is a competitive team, so you going into practice each and every day, you want to be performing at your best, knowing the competition is there. So just whether that's with our strength coach, Coach Hornet, he does a tremendous job on our bodies, like Zach said. He really gets us into best shape, best performance that we can be at, and it's been really good. Whole team, luckily, knock on wood, we've been healthy, and that's just a testament to how Coach Hornet and Coach McKay practices us. I'm not just saying that because you just entered the room, but it's been really good.
Kaden, you mentioned a few minutes ago that some of the new guys that asked a lot of questions kind of get up to speed. You're in a unique position because you were in that a year ago. So go back to a year ago. What were some of those questions that you had, the hard things to pick up on, and how do you see the new guys doing it this point?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it was a completely different defensive scheme when I came last year, and KR, Zach, Colin, Shiloh Robinson, they were in my ear 24/7 when I got here, and it was up to me to ask those questions because I knew I wanted to play a lot. I wanted to be in a position where the coaches could trust me out on the court. And like I said, getting here in June really helped. Those summer workouts, just hitting the details early on, was one of those things that really helped. And like I said, the defense. Not a lot of people run our defensive scheme, and that's what we hold our hat on. So just not so much worrying about the offense; it's the defense that's going to get you the minutes. So just those new guys asking the questions on the defensive end, and just every day attacking the details, asking those questions has been really good.
If you guys had to play a Flames football game, what position are you playing?
I'm gonna say tight end. I think I could go in the red zone.
Yeah.
At least try to go up and get one.
I mean, running back. I want the ball in my hands.
Good.
So with both of you falling into more of a leadership role this season, how are you going into the season opposed to other seasons? Are you going to change your style of play, your mentality? What's that look like for you?
I think what's really helped me, and definitely Kaden too on the same page, is growing our faith. And on the court, things will take care of themselves. I mean, we work hard, we practice every day, but being able to grow our faith and I think last year, oftentimes, it's easy to struggle with, like, listening to the criticism, listening to the praises, and that can kind of make your identity in something that it's not supposed to be in. And so really this off season and recently putting our identity in Christ and living out of that and who he says we are will tremendously help our leadership.
I'm not following that one up. That's perfect.